I don't trust professionals anymore. Not only was I betrayed by the school and by the therapist, but I have watched thousands and thousands of other families be betrayed in the same way. And I'm here to stop that from happening.
You were the last to find out about this.
Yes.
And even though the school knew you, you had said things to the school to let them know that you were certainly not the kind of parent that was going to punch your child, kick them to the curb. You weren't giving the earmarks of someone that was going to be really punitive or rejecting of your child.
Never.
Even at the beginning, and they still didn't include you.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure the child had said to them that they were concerned about what your reaction would be.
I don't know.
Well,
nobody told me.
yeah.
A couple months into the school year, I got a call from the counselor, and she said that my daughter used the words cutting and suicide.
Right.
And of course, I was concerned. And she sold to me the idea of using this special therapist that was contracted with the school.
And she had used these terms with another student, another child.
Yes,
Okay,
she did, right. And that
s-
got reported to the counselor.
Right.
Which
To
is
the
good.
teacher.
Yes.
And so they got you a counselor through the school.
And then she recommended to me a therapist that was contracted with the school, that came into the school and would see children who were struggling with these issues.
All right, and you saw the counselor half hour a week for 2.5 months, and she reported, hey, nothing to report, no.
Yeah, I asked
Big
her
issue.
several times. She didn't
Right.
report anything. I thought nothing significant had been discussed.
Okay.
And then right before the pandemic hit, I got a phone call, and this therapist was saying that, was actually using male pronouns and this new made-up name for the first time. I had never heard her do this. And I actually spoke to her at the beginning because I knew she was exploring these identities, and I thought she was too young to know. But I made sure that this therapist understood we would love her no matter what. There's nothing that would make us, reject our child.
Right. So then she calls you, sets up this meeting, and this is when, for the first time, you were told what had been going on.
Yes. So I was pretty confused that I had never had heard anything about this from the therapist before this. I felt blindsided. And I also, she gave us 3 days to process this, and then she was going to wanted to have a meeting with us and our daughter to help her come out to us as a boy.
Okay, and you said you think the therapist kind of set themselves up as the savior.
Yes, I do. I think that she, she was kind of creating a wedge between us and our daughter and putting us in an adversarial position with our daughter.
Set you up as the enemy.
Yes. She also wanted us to know that our daughter wanted to be in the boys' cabin for 5th grade camp, an overnight camp. Mm-hmm. And that we actually had to give permission for that because our daughter was under 13. At 13, we likely wouldn't have even known that she was going to be in the boys' cabin.
Okay. It became apparent to you that she had broached this at school, and the teacher, there was a pact between your child and the teacher saying, we'll keep this between us.
I don't know.
I don't want to tell my parents at this point.
I don't know that she said that ever. I'm
You
not
don't
sure.
know?
I actually don't think she said that. I don't think she said,
Well,
don't
whose
tell my
decision
parents.
was it to not tell?
I think it was the school's decision.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.